Hey everyone, Max with Tucker USA. Today we're going to be going over first time operation, everyday operation, shutdown procedures, and maintenance for prolonged time without use. We're going to be demonstrating this on a Tucker Rival cart. Out of the box, this cart is almost ready for use. There's one filter needing to be installed, and that is going to be your 4.5 by 10 inch DI insert. It's sealed and packaged separately so that it's fresh and ready for you when it arrives. The only tool I'm using in this is the 4.5 inch wrench for your gray housing on the bottom of your cart. To open up this housing, I'm going to take this wrench, slide it underneath the bottom and onto the frame so that the teeth of the wrench are grabbing the grooves inside the housing. I'm going to turn it clockwise, and that will loosen the housing. I can then spin it by hand until it detaches from the lid. After grabbing my insert, the insert on the bottom end has a hole here meant to be seated over the gray post in the bottom of the housing. This is meant so that the filter housing stays in place when installing or removing the housing. You want to seat it into the middle, make sure it goes all the way down and over the post. The filter should be near level with the gray housing. As you go to install this housing again, make sure you check this O-ring and that it is still seated in this groove along the lip. This O-ring specifically can come out easily and lean over a side or lean into the housing, and when threaded back on, that can cut and damage the O-ring, allowing water to go outside of the filter. So make sure to seat it into the lip. Take it, insert it back up the bottom of the housing, and turn it counterclockwise. Spin it by hand until it starts getting tight. Grab your wrench, and you can finish tightening it the rest of the way. This filter is now installed and this cart is ready for first time operation. The included reel is meant to attach to the outlet of the filter housing, not to the inlet. To get to the inlet, you're going to need your own 3/4 inch standard garden hose from the tap source. So I'm going to take this reel, I'm going to attach it to the outlet of the cart. And assuming we've already attached the 3/4 inch garden hose to the inlet, the next step is to make sure our bypass is in the open position, meaning the valve handles are parallel with the body of the frame. We are now ready to start production. You turn on your tap source and water would fill up the pre-filter and start flushing out of the bypass valve. This is meant to warm up your RO and saturate it. Initially, a dry RO is not going to produce the clean water that you would expect it to. So we flush it for 15 minutes before first time operation to make sure that the RO is fully saturated and ready for use when you go to close the bypass valve. After 15 minutes, you are able to close this bypass valve and your cart will start producing water. Once you are done, you may disconnect the hose reel from the cart. Open up the bypass valve and run water, flushing your RO for another 5 minutes. It is important during shutdown procedures to flush your system for 4 to 5 minutes after every use. This helps get any sediment and heavy water trapped in the system out. An RO or a system that is not flushed is not going to last as long as one that is well maintained. After this, your cart is ready to be loaded and you're ready for your next job. Now, in terms of maintenance, if you're going to go more than 2 weeks without using your cart, it is important to still maintain your filters and not let them dry out, primarily the RO. So what I mean by that is every 2 weeks where you're not using your cart, it's important to flush water again through this for 10 minutes. So we take it outside, we'd hook up our reel, we would take our filter wrench this time. We're going to remove the DI from service as we are only working on the RO in this maintenance. I'm going to take my wrench, I'm going to turn it clockwise, undoing the housing, setting the DI to the side, putting the housing back in. I would then hook up my 3/4 inch garden hose to the inlet. I would open up the bypass. I'm going to run it for 4 minutes. Then I'm going to close the bypass. I'm going to let the RO work itself for 10 minutes. After that, we're going to repeat the same shutdown procedures that we had just done. We're going to open up the bypass and flush the RO for 4 more minutes. After that, we're able to turn off the tap source, disconnect the hose lines, and reinstall the DI. This housing is going to be full of water. Just be ready to dump this out. Reinstall your DI. And now your cart is ready for 2 more weeks of storage.